Hello, welcome back to Bedtime with Bruce. I am Bruce, this is Albie, this is our show. I would like to start by apologizing to everybody. We did not do a show last week, and one of our things is that we're going to do a show every Wednesday, and we weren't able to do it due to some unforeseen circumstances. So I hope you all took the opportunity to catch up on all of our archive shows and kind of make your best of the Bruce show.
That's what I did. I love our show.
So we are back again this week, and thank you for joining us or rejoining us. We always like to start out with reading the mail. We do have a couple letters. I'm going to start with this one. This is from Steve. Dear Bruce, why can't I listen to your shows in podcast form? I spend a good deal of time in my car at work and listen to podcasts to pass the time. I enjoy your show and would love for it to be on my iPod and in rotation in my podcast. Fix this shit. Your friend, Steve. Okay, well, I will answer that, Steve. I'm going to turn this over to Albie. Albie, are we going to do this in podcast now?
If you check out the top right corner of bedtimewithbruce.com, we now have a podcast.
So we're going to archive everything in podcast form?
It's already up there. Their first 4 or 5 episodes.
Steve, the shit has been fixed. Thank you for writing us.
Thank you for the idea.
Thank you for the idea. This one is from, I don't know if I'm supposed to use the real name. You know what? It's from Demarius. And Demarius writes, you are a nice wad of flesh.
You are.
Make your sideman wear a cape or a silly hat.
That's me?
I'm assuming that I am the nice wad of flesh.
You are.
Which we'll get back to that in just a second. And Albie is the sideman.
I
am. I wasn't prepared for this particular letter tonight, so I do have a couple. I was able to grab a couple silly hats, and we'll just kind of experiment throughout the show. We'll start with the Mickey Mouse ears.
Mickey Mouse ears?
Yeah.
Okay. And I have to do this.
You have to. You're the sideman, and the people want this. We'll change it out. We'll see what else. Really? The thing doesn't work?
Is my head not big enough? Or was
Let me see if it fits me.
somebody else's head too big?
Wow.
You have a bigger head.
Yeah, with the elastics just shot. I guess they... All right. Demarius. Okay. Is that a dude's name or a girl's name?
To me, it sounds like a dude's name. Maybe somebody friends with Tiana. I have no idea.
Maybe. Anyway, at any rate, I think I'm a nice wad of flesh. I don't know if that means I'm fat or if it just means I'm a nice piece of man meat.
I think the second one.
But in answer to that, I'm also changing my pajamas for the first time since the show started because I kind of outgrew the other ones. I'm going through this is Bruce, Bruce Plus. I'm going with the Simpsons theme tonight. I got Homer Simpson's pants and a Homer Simpson shirt. What are you wearing?
Spider-Man.
What do you got for pants?
Basic black to go with any comic book shirt.
All right.
That I may have.
Well, Demarius, thank you very much for writing. I hope you're still watching the show. And if anybody else would like to comment or, ask us a question or tell us how much you hate us or love us or
pictures,
send us pictures, whatever, you can reach us at bedtimewithbruce@gmail.com. And if you're watching us on YouTube tonight, you can reach us at our home site. It's bedtimewithbruce.com. So, yeah. So thank you. Thank you for that. Anything else? What do we open with? We're good, right?
That's pretty good.
All right.
Do we have a guest?
We do have a guest.
We do.
We have brought back a guest because we had so much fun with him the first time and because our other guest canceled on us this week. But mostly because we had so much fun with him. We're bringing back Dirty.
Dirty.
So let's bring out Dirty now. Come on out, Dirty. Hey.
You didn't have to add that first part in. I mean, just told me you had so much fun. Now you make me feel, oh, yeah.
No. You're
Call the chubby comic book guy. He'll be on the show. Oh,
yeah. Didn't we have someone in here that talked about comic books? Yeah.
Yeah.
And
I don't have no plans.
Yes, exactly.
And as you know, we always let the guest pick the beverage, and he has chosen Arizona Arnold Palmer. Once again, Albie and I are drinking the diet form of this because we are diabetic. But so tonight our show is sponsored by Arizona Arnold Palmer iced tea, and you can order it down below. Click on the link.
I don't know how people like on Johnny Carson's show felt like. It's like, oh no, like Dom DeLuise canceled. Quick, get the animal guy. He'll come back.
The animal guy. That's what I was thinking.
He'll get back. He'll bring us some
guy.
huge turtle or something. People will love it.
Bring the urine monkey. Bring the urine monkey.
Is that a thing, a urine monkey?
It's from The Simpsons.
Oh, okay.
I'm going with the Simpsons theme.
Oh, I like it. Go!
Okay, so we always like to start out with our guest by talking about pet peeves, but for those of you that have been watching the show, you know that we've already gotten Chris's Dirty's pet peeves, and they kind of sucked.
I'm peeveless.
Do you have any new pet peeves since we last spoke?
No, pretty much.
His pet peeves didn't really suck. They were good. I do still hate fat chicks with small boobs. Hate them. Fucking hate them. Get a boob job, lose some weight. Either one.
Both.
Make a choice. Just get one or the other.
Mm-hmm.
If you get both, that will just help you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you just do one of those things, that will help you.
Mm-hmm.
So just do something. Jesus. We can all...
You're going to get off this soapbox eventually? I mean, I understand.
No,
I'm pretty sure by this point they've gotten it.
They've gotten the point.
They understand what they're doing. They're like, I'm not going to do anything. I don't care what Bruce says.
I think if I keep
How many
speaking...
bedtimes I go to. Oh. I'm not doing this. I'm going to stay fat and small boobed my entire life.
And I'm still going to watch the show.
Exactly.
As we continue reaching out to the world and our fan base grows and grows and grows, I think we can actually cure this problem. So at some point we're going to sell T-shirts and have I don't know what ribbon color is still available.
Seafoam green. Ah. We're the seafoam green.
We're the seafoam green ribbon.
The small
for stopping fat chicks with small boobs.
Do something. It just says
do something.
One or the other. Do something.
Make a choice.
Already.
Pick
Lose
one.
weight.
Yeah, see, that's good.
I get a picture of you. The shirt can be just a picture of you like an Uncle Sam kind of thing. It just says do something. One or the other. You're just pointing at him in your pajamas.
I think I might be onto something here. We should do this. Okay, so the Olympics are going on.
Yes.
And there's a bunch of shit that I don't care about.
You mean all of it almost? I mean, I watch it, but I mean, at this point, it's not like it's changing anything. It's more of the norm. You have China and the U.S. with competition. That's really it. All the other ones, like, it's last time I counted was like they were both U.S. and China were at 27, and everyone else, the closest was France with 12.
I had a conversation today with somebody, and I said it's kind of bullshit because it's a bunch of sports that, honestly, I don't care about except for the 2 weeks out of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, I'll cheer for swimming, but am I ever going to turn swimming on? No. Like, if it wasn't the Olympics, why would I ever turn that on?
And, like, one of the few times, unless it's ESPN, are those actually on. I mean, it's not like you're like, Channel 86 is showing the swimming, swimming hour.
The International Swimming Show.
So which ones do you watch out of the Olympics?
You mean
like which
during the Olympics?
Yeah, which ones do you watch?
I watch usually all of them, but during the Olympics.
I watch highlights mostly, and if someone's going to break a record, but I still don't care. Like I don't care. I mean, it's so the person I'm having the conversation with said, well, it's not about the specific sport, and it's not even about who wins. It's about the world getting together for 2 weeks and showing a sense of community, brotherhood, worldwide peace, But it's not even doing that, because now you have, like today, 8 badminton players got disqualified from the Olympics for losing games on purpose.
Sandbags. Yeah, I heard about that.
The rules, I guess.
Well, it's against the spirit of the Olympics and the spirit of competition.
Well, what they were trying to do, the whole reason is they play like 3 games, so they were trying to basically samples. It's called sandbag. The first game, so they get a better matchup the other 2.
If they lose that game, they're going to play somebody that's not as great. If they keep winning, they're going to end up playing against better teams, and it's going to be harder for them to advance. It's fucked up that they set this up like this, that the badminton or the Olympic people set it up to where there's should this be once you lose, you're out, and then you'll see everybody playing their hearts out.
Not this round robin kind of.
Yeah, round robin bullshit. Yeah, fuck that. But still, it's fucked up that countries go in and say we're going to lose, and because people paid a lot of money to watch that. There's people, and it's the Olympics. I mean, you're supposed to show sportsmanship and all that.
Exactly. So we camaraderie through
the clips are like these teams playing each other, and they're both trying to lose, and everyone's booing, and they're just like, "Oh, I hit it into the net again." Like, you're the person that China sent to represent you in badminton.
I gotta watch that.
Yeah, and the clip's out there. I mean, I like it because it's called a shuttlecock. That's just cool.
Yeah, of course.
Shuttlecock. Yeah. He hit the shuttlecock.
It's like James Beudert. I'm less than 0. What are you gonna do? We're gonna go get that guy's shuttlecock. Oh God.
Okay, so I also don't care about the swimming guy, Michael Phelps.
I thought that was the actual exciting point. He's technically now the most winningest Olympian of all time. He has more medals than any other person has ever held in the era of the modern Olympics. I thought that was the actual only cool part about it, because he can technically win. By the end of it, he'll have 22 medals, which is 4 more than I can't remember her name, was a Russian gymnast. But I thought that was just kind of interesting at that point. I mean, he's not as dominant as he was in 4 years ago in Beijing.
I'm not ready to say that he's the greatest Olympian ever, and that's what they're trying to say. Because how can you compare a swimmer to Bruce Jenner, a dude that wins decathlon gold medals? Well, you know what I mean? 10 events. How can you compare him to Carl Lewis, who dominated track and field for 20 years? For 5 Olympics straight, Carl Lewis owned it.
I mean, that is true.
His 10 gold medals.
Well, we're Americans. We're focused on winning. So winning to us, he may have been dominant, but he has more gold medals. He was dominant. I mean, he does own not only the most Olympic medals of all time, he's the most gold medals in one Olympics. He beat out, Mark Spitz, in 2008.
Spitz. I'm watching the women's gymnastics. That's all I'm watching. And I'm a couple days behind because I just watch it on the TiVo. Because it's like gymnastics and 4 hours of skeet shooting or something, and then 4 hours of something else. So
I don't know that they should even call it women's gymnastics. No one participating in that is actually old enough to be called a woman.
There's one. She's from, I want to say Germany now.
She's 86.
Yeah, she's 40-something. She does the vault.
There's not a 40-year-old gymnast.
She does the vault, and that's all she does. But she's been 6 Olympics in a row she's been at.
Yeah, there's
some 60-year-old dude that's in the Olympics for shooting.
Yeah, well,
how is that an Olympic competition sport?
I don't know. There's what is it? The biathlon, the Winter Olympics, where you ski and shoot a gun.
Biathlon.
Yeah, the biathlon. Yeah.
Isn't?
I'm not curious. I'm a biathlon.
Somebody said trampolining was some sort of event.
Yeah,
trampoline event.
Seriously, you just jump on a trampoline. You do flips and stuff like that. A routine. You do your trampoline routine.
I used to do flips.
Oh yeah.
Are you kidding me? I could have gone Olympic.
Girls in bikinis on trampoline.
Yeah, on the Man Show. Oh.
Is there a real event called trampolining?
Yes. I played a game. Well, as much as it's gonna nerd out, played Mario and Sonic versus the Olympics with my girlfriend's younger brother. He bought it, and literally that was one of the events you had to do was trampolining, because it was for the 2008 Beijing Olympics. But yeah, trampolining is a literal. That's something.
It's not an exhibition sport. It's
it's an Olympic. Sport? Yeah, you get a sport. You're like, oh,
how do you get points?
Is this what judges? That flip was worth 9 points.
It's like when you do a dive. To this day, I don't understand how diving is that. It's difficulty. I think just fluidity and the ability to just land everything. You're not kind of stumbling or of course falling off like that.
Basically, if you know how to use a trampoline,
some guy whoa! They bring on Joe Piss. Joe P from Staten Island just gets up there. Oh. Just falls off.
So
this is why we have qualifiers, people. Get out this guy on the trampoline.
So first you got to go regionals, nationals. Once you win the
double fancies.
Well, see, let's always put a set of balls on there. They're bouncing as well. What a show! What a show that they put on here. Congratulations.
How come they haven't shown pictures of Michelle Obama hugging the trampoline champions? Do we own that sport?
I really don't know if we own that sport. I mean,
it would be
technically we're America. I think we probably have more trampolines than anybody, so we should own that sport.
Yeah, didn't we invent the trampoline? I'm sure we did.
There's just some girl crying. I put this back to my mom and dad and bought me a trampoline when I was 4. Outdoor activities saved this family. They wanted me this. Thank you.
I'm not gonna watch that.
And how worse would it feel to you don't even medal in a trampoline?
Yeah, what like you want to represent our country in what event? Trampoline.
Next.
How do you train for that? You just hang out in your backyard.
That's what the Obamas do.
They don't have an actual like trampoline training facility. It's just like, yeah, you know what? Get really good at that trampoline in your backyard.
And have some of the presidents say that's why they're like, all right, the gold medal's coming by. Who's this one? She's the trampoline gold medalist. Someone lose that invitation. There's no need to have this on here.
But I'm sure those people that are in that Olympic competition for trampolining are all about trampolining. And the trampoline and bouncing. And,
but you like crazy flips.
Bouncing.
I mean, you would just think there would be gymnasts. At that point, I don't understand. Like, if you can do all that stuff, why don't you just do like a floor routine? Because that's still. I watched the.
Okay, so
I don't want to say anything because I've watched the.
Maybe trampoline.
I don't want to. Yeah.
Is it possible that trampoline is where the failed gymnasts, the people that almost made the team, go? Kind of like flag girls want to be cheerleaders, but there's no way in hell.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is sweet. Oh, you can flip.
You can be the flag girl.
We just lost the flag girl segment of our audience.
You know what? A lot of the flag girls are fat chicks with small boobs. So we've already lost them. Like they're not even watching.
They're so mad now. They're like, 2 things I have. Those are 2 things I have. You shit all over them, Bruce.
Yeah, they're gonna cry themselves to bed tonight with their little flag to dry their tears and their training bra and their turkey leg.
We don't mean to be mean.
Like Bruce said, we're trying to help the problem. So a constant, steady beratement
Sometimes
keep this in line.
Sometimes comedy helps.
Go a little blue, okay? He's wearing a blue shirt. We went a little blue today. Oh, look at you.
Okay, so I'm done talking about the Olympics. I don't want to talk about this anymore unless you have any last-minute statements about.
I was gonna say my least favorite thing to watch in the Olympics is the water polo, because essentially it's a giant pool, and they play about half of it, and it's kind of just swimming around. Like essentially what you would do. I don't understand it. I guess that's what it is. Like there's whistles blowing. They send them into a little like you go this side of the pool. And then they everyone's jumping in and out, and then it's just someone. And half the time it's just them doing this. So they're trying to fake it out because you're treading water and trying to throw a ball into a net.
Right, and they can't touch. Right, it's a deep pool. Right.
Yeah, like they can't touch. They're constantly doing I can't think of.
I watched something where they were talking about all the shit that goes on underneath the water, like the clawing and the grabbing.
Oh
and
yeah,
and
they have cameras on it now. That's why you constantly hear the whistle blowing. They send them out. There's jumping on each other
So it's polo in the water.
I would.
Yeah,
I believe
instead of it being on horses, you play with a bigger ball.
Oh, I was worried about the horses drowning.
Oh no, they're perfectly fine.
I would actually stick my finger in someone's ass if I was trying to catch the ball and it was coming. I would penetrate with my finger, catch the ball, and work it out later.
You would do
Wash
that
it out with chlorine. I mean,
you would do that anyway, even if it wasn't a
I would just do that. Yeah. What? I thought we were playing polo. Yeah, sure. Whatever. I don't care.
Who's I gonna play polo?
Oh, you guys want to play a game? We can do that too. No, but seriously, yeah, you're right. That's a fucked up game.
I tried watching. I was like, I'm gonna turn on the Olympics, watch everything they got going. I'm just gonna do it, and I can watch basketball, swimming, the gymnastics. I can watch baseball, but I was falling asleep. There was really nothing exciting about it.
Most of it bores me.
I want to look and see if there's a clip of Olympic trampolining on the internet. Can we put that up on the site?
Sure. Olympic trampolining, right down there underneath
we're gonna
the
look for that.
advertisements.
I don't know.
Towards the bottom.
Somewhere we're going to find a clip and we're going to put that on there.
Sure.
Yeah.
We need to find that. Producer. Yeah. Can you Google and see if there's anything on the internet with people trampolining in the Olympics?
Google worst Olympic sport. Easy.
Okay. So what else is going on in the world?
Well, I guess Chick-fil-A. I mean, you hear about that?
I know. Excuse me. I know. They hate gay people.
Yeah, a lot apparently.
And they came out and said we hate gay people.
Well, it's kind of like it kind of got leaked out, unfortunately, because the way that they were trying to hide. There was some Muppet toys that they were doing for the kids' meal, and essentially Jim Henson's company supports, like, they donate money to, like, pro-gay.
Sure.
Charities or something like that.
Tolerant organizations.
Yes, like people that, like, just don't care. Like, here's some stuff to help you out. And they, Chick-fil-A was like, oh, due to toy, like,
She found the video.
Sorry, trampoline.
We'll find it later.
All right, thank you. I just wanted to know that it existed.
It does exist.
It does exist, folks. Look for it later.
Well, okay, so toy defects. That was the reason why they were pulling the toy line. That's not the case. It was more so because they give money to, and now it's become this whole thing. It's become a hot button situation because now it's like you have people like Sarah Palin. Oh, we support Chick-fil-A.
Right, they're all eating Chick-fil-A.
Exactly.
Like,
look at all this. Oh, this is delicious. Like, never once do you hear about me, and all of a sudden now Chick-fil-A is a great place to be. Never once,
I have to say, this is the first thing in the history of the world that I was ahead of the curve on. The wife and I, 3 years ago, stopped eating there just because of that.
Really?
Yeah, there was news on the internet a while ago that, they were pro-hate, anti-gay kind of thing. And
well, they're real Jesus-y. They're closed on Sundays.
Well, yeah.
So I was just like, I choose not to eat there. But I didn't make a big deal out of it. I just never went back.
I was way ahead of you and Heather on that, in that I stopped eating Chick-fil-A when I realized that it sucked.
It's not that good. It's like a chicken on a bun.
With a piece of pickle.
Yeah.
A little mayonnaise. And once every 3 or 4 years, at a mall somewhere in America, I'll be like, oh, I'll have a Chick-fil-A. And then it's just...
We went if we had a coupon, like buy one, get one free or something. But then once we found out about that, we were like, yeah, they're not getting our money.
Right.
So,
well,
and now everybody caught up. So that's cool.
So...
I'm sure there's people out there that are like, yay, hey, just get chicken.
No, Joshua.
Nothing tastes better than some hate with my chicken.
Really, that's like a lot of people. That's the problem. A lot of people are, because of it being openly now. People that do feel that way are rushing to buy themselves that because they do support, and
So
they do not support.
Do you think the business will survive?
Yes, I don't.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They're below the bottom. They're in the South. They'll survive. There's many like-minded individuals that will feel the same way they do, and they'll eat there.
And hopefully they'll eat chicken every day.
Yeah. And hope they'll just.
I think there's a whole bunch of chickens out there going, no, you're missing the point. They're killing us. Yeah, vegans. Where do they stand on that whole?
Well, I read an article.
They were ahead of the curve.
They're way ahead.
I read an article this week. There's that church, the Westboro Baptist Church in Kansas, and they're the ones that picket all the funerals.
Everything. Yeah.
And when I went to the University of Kansas, they used to come to all of our events. Their leader was named Fred Phelps. I don't know if he's still alive or not. But he's this crusty, creepy-looking dude. And
Megan.
I don't know their names. But one of my professors actually saw them in Topeka, like on the street, protesting something. And she freaked out and drove her car up on the sidewalk and chased them down the sidewalk with her car. She got arrested for it. But they were going to picket some soldier's funeral. And the people of the town decided to have a zombie anti-protest. So everybody showed up. Like I think there were 8 Westboro Baptist Church people, and about 300 zombies showed up.
That's usually what happens.
to picket the
Every time they show up, it's like 8 people. Like, they don't get anything else. They're just these roving family of 8. Like, that's like the Partridge Family, but with like way higher morals than like anybody else. You got a little bunch, just drive around. It's Partridge Family. Instead of playing a band, they just hold up protest signs like, we hate America, here you go.
It's not 8 people. It's 4 people with 2 signs each.
So it looks like
yes.
So there's a hate mongering Partridge Family driving around.
Yep.
And zombies are fighting them.
Exactly. David Cassidy. They don't have him. They don't have a pretty boy.
They are what the.
Poor Danny Bonaducci's.
We don't like this.
No, he was in the Partridge Family.
I understand that. They were what the movie Red State was based on.
Yes.
Have you seen that movie? Pretty good. Kevin Smith.
I liked it a lot.
He used to hold his own. They protested his movie everywhere they had a premiere, and they used to have their people come and protest against them. And
Yeah.
Like
if you listen to his podcast, they talk about it all the time. They would come up there and they would have anti things.
Yeah,
Like they
Kevin
would have,
Smith Goes to Hell. That's
Yeah.
a good stand-up to listen to if you want to find out more about that.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Down here.
Kevin
Get that.
Smith
That
goes
sounds
Very
pretty
good.
good actually.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
He talks about how he basically started a whole like protest like thing.
Protest
where,
the
protest and the protest. He would have they would have things like God hates queers, and he would have a sign that says Thor hates straights. Like just pick another god to be able to to go against them.
What was the funny one? Cop takes
Dick had one of his
Dick tastes yummy.
had one of his gay friends hold up a sign that says Dick tastes yummy. Because he's like,
That's awesome.
Yeah. So
yeah. And the movie's though very good. It's
good movie, great movie.
even if you're not a Kevin Smith fan, it's a totally off.
Yeah.
It's nothing like anything he's done before.
It's not a Kevin Smith type movie.
Not at all. I mean,
Time to switch.
Let's switch it out.
Okay.
guten Tag.
There was a sign, no Ewoks.
No Ewoks.
I love a good Star Trek reference. That's my German Oktoberfest hat.
That's Star Wars.
Yeah.
There's no Ewoks.
I think he did that on purpose.
Oh,
I'm
he
pretty
did
sure.
that?
He was poking at
Because
us.
of one of my pet peeves. What kind of hat is this?
It's a Federhut, which is German for feather hat. And I
You
got it
you
for
said that.
Huh?
Faderhoot.
Federhut.
It's pretty much the same word except you changed it. That's what I feel like, anyways.
I don't
Well,
wear
it's
hats.
German. That's how languages work sometimes.
Oh, they
So
do?
they're the same, but they're just pronounced slightly different.
That's your silly little hat. That's my Oktoberfest hat. And
Pins on it.
You're actually wearing this on my phone when you call me. It says Bruce and a picture of you wearing this smiling.
does it really?
Mhm.
That's awesome. Let's talk about phones for a second.
All right.
Are you ready for another drink?
No.
Everyone good?
Yep.
I am.
Can we get a couple diets in here, please? And another one. Let's do another round, please.
I think looking at us, we're going to need 3 diets.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah, next time I'm on the show, there'll be 3 instead of the 2.
Yeah, we're not even going to ask.
Oh my god, really? Is this what it is? First time you bring me on because I'm like a second choice. Now I have
A bunch of
Oh,
broccoli
you're
on
going
the
to have a
table.
small can?
Gonna have 3 salads.
We've been, for those of you that have or haven't been following the show, just for everybody, we got pretty wasted
Gracias.
not too long ago
We need
on the
that.
show. Thank you
Thank
very
you.
much.
You're welcome.
So, okay, let's talk about phones.
What about him?
You actually called me at 2:15 in the morning.
Yes, I did.
Butt dial or booty call?
Well, I mean, that's kind of the same thing, you think, right?
Yeah,
There's a way of saying
Well,
it.
let's back this up by saying he manages a pizza place that
Right.
closes at 2.
Why is there not pizza here? He's a manager.
Because it was my day off.
He's our
I
guest,
haven't been
Albie.
there, Yeah.
He doesn't bring us gifts.
I'm always trying to get food somehow.
I mean, if that was the case,
You can yell at us. We can yell at our budget for not having better accommodations out here for a nice spread. Someday we will,
I'm just
and we'll have
saying.
fluffers.
Fluffers. I'll take the fluffers over the pizza.
Can I trade
I'll
my
take the
pizza for an
pizza.
extra fluffer?
I'll trade my phone for an extra pizza. That's why I have to drink the diet.
Okay, so anyway, what 2:15 in the morning?
Well,
What's that all about?
I'm a caveman when it comes to my phone. I really am. I've had this problem. Every phone I've ever had, I just have this problem where I'm just like, oh, and I like hang up, but I never properly hang up. So I'll just be on I'll just put it away, touch it, and it calls. You've apparently just been the fortunate one to have my calls.
Because when I woke up the next day and I found that I missed a call from you at 2:15, I honestly thought that you called because you were being robbed, or they had put you in you had been robbed at the pizza place and they put you in the fridge, and you felt that because I'm such a badass, you would call me instead of the police first and get me down there to fix everything. And I was actually kind of nervous that A, I hadn't taken the call and you were stuck in the freezer, and B, that you would actually put that much pressure on me.
Oh, I would never.
I think I was questioning your judgment more than anything. Like, really, you made a bad call here. Like, I would have randomly just punched in some numbers.
Who's
You could have
that?
done better. Like, who is this?
Help!
Can you please help me?
You're better than Bruce. Anything.
Okay, so
It was
there
just
was nothing you wanted to talk about or anything you weren't
at
gonna
the
do some
time.
stuff?
No, I mean 2:15. I mean, like I felt bad.
2:15 in the morning. I forgot to mention his car was in my driveway.
Yes.
I'm
I
just
was
kidding.
on top of it with a boombox.
What's going on, buddy? What's going on? Are you in my driveway? Are you in my driveway right now? And then it just peels out and drives away. Okay, so we're cool.
Yeah.
You didn't need anything? I think it's interesting. I'm waiting till now to ask you this.
Was there a voicemail? Like
No, it was just a call, missed call. And I was like,
I love voicemails because you find out what people really think when they
Right.
don't know they're being recorded.
yeah, fucking Albie, god damn it. Pass me a hot dog. Fucking Albie. God damn it. Hate that guy.
He keeps calling me.
Keeps calling me. Shit. I can't get him out of my phone. And you're in somebody's pocket screaming. Like,
Yeah.
you know when it's a butt dial. You're like, hello?
I never say anything.
I'm always screaming because I want
Really?
people to be like, why is someone screaming in my pocket?
Oh, I don't say anything because I want to hear.
Do you have that much time?
I got time.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't. I just hang up. I feel like I'm going to miss an important phone call while this is going on.
Call waiting.
I'm like a sort of a caveman too when it comes to my phone. I don't know how to do all that.
Okay.
Okay, so what else? What
Um.
else do you want to talk about?
Well, since the first time I came on, we talked about Batman. So I mean, Batman was
Anything interesting in the Batman news?
Anything happened surrounding that
Anything
movie at all?
happening in the last 2 weeks around Batman?
I can't think. Movie came out.
Movie did come out.
Did you see it?
Yes, I did.
I have not yet. I want to.
You really haven't?
I am very financially challenged right now.
Okay. We'll talk about that later.
All right. Well,
Damn.
the way to bring
Damn.
down bedtime.
Sorry. I watched.
Thanks, folks. It's been great.
I watched the first two. I watched the hell out of the first two, expecting to go to the third one, but I just haven't made it yet.
Did you go to the midnight showing?
No, I did not. Unfortunately, I opened during those times, so I really have to to work to be able to go to them. So I went I went Saturday night.
I went the next week on a matinee, and it was it's a really good movie.
I enjoyed it very much. I mean, it's a hair when it comes to those three, the trilogy of Batman movies. The second one still sticks out, but the third is it's like it's a photo finish when it comes to, for me anyways.
I think the second one's probably a little bit better.
That's why I just like the second. It's a complete movie. If we're going like on grand scale, just the third one the scope of it's amazing. The whole movie just is, everything's big and exciting, a lot more grand battles. But the second was just a complete movie. You could just take the other two away and put that movie out there, and no one would have any problem. They would, if they know who Batman is and they know who the Joker is. There's no reason to have anything else. They would just jump right into the film. That's what I like about that. There's no need for the setup or anything like that. Those are well-known characters and well-known.
Who plays Bane?
Tom Hardy.
Oh.
I don't let the guy.
Star Trek 10.
Yes.
Are you kidding me?
What?
You know who he is?
Star Trek 10.
Is that a real thing?
Yes.
10
They're on
Star
12.
Trek. Yes.
They're on 12 now.
Of Star Trek movies?
Yeah.
Bullshit.
No, really.
Really?
For
You
real.
can get them all here.
Except
I
for
mean,
If you don't believe, right, Bruce, you can buy.
I'm not gonna point. I'm not.
I have the first 11 on Blu-ray.
I like the Star Trek films, but yeah. Also, if you're looking for a more newer film, like I guess not newer, but another film, he was also in
Who's in the new ones?
Inception. He played
Inception,
the
yeah.
con man.
Yeah, I like Inception.
Oh, that was
I didn't
really
see
good.
Inception either. Who's the captain now?
Who's the captain now? Chris Pine is playing Kirk again. They rebooted the whole series at part 11. So 11 is actually 1 again. But it's really good. Zachary Quinto, Spock. Who plays Scotty?
Simon Pegg.
Simon Pegg. He's awesome as Scotty.
I don't know his name, but he was in plays Chekhov. He was in Terminator.
Yeah.
He was in the new Terminator film,
Yeah.
and he was in
What's his name?
Whose name?
God.
Chekhov? Not the writer, the actual person from Star Trek.
The new one?
Yeah. I thought you knew that.
You want to have that point for being good at most things?
Yes.
Yelkin?
Yeah, Yeltsin. What's his first name?
Boris.
Or
No.
But he does a really good Chekhov.
Yes.
You haven't seen the new Star Trek?
All the characters are really spot on.
I'm completely lost.
It's an awesome
I'm
movie.
just gonna be
J.J.
quiet.
Abrams. J.J. Abrams?
I don't know
No?
what that means.
Fringe.
It's a name.
Lost.
Super 8.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's go.
Toaster oven. I don't know.
He does have this series of
You ever came in with your phone, you're like, oh, these cinema. We go down there. There you go.
I will bring you over my
newsreel
Blu-ray.
before these movies nowadays.
It kicks ass. It's really good.
Yeah, it's very, very.
I didn't want to like it because I was like, but I liked it.
I had that same argument.
Yeah.
Okay. So I've been isolated for this conversation.
We'll go back to Batman if you like.
No, we're going to change it up and isolate Albie for a while.
Oh.
So football season's coming up.
Yes, it is. And me and Bruce are in a fantasy league.
Yep, fantasy football.
Yes.
I'm excited.
You know what would be a good idea? You could do one for the show. You could just set up a free one and see if people would join. Fans and stuff like that. They could play against Bruce.
That's a really good idea.
Like you can have a draft, like
We can have a team, Albie. We can have a team.
Being that I'm the tech guy for the website and I don't understand football, I don't know if that would work.
It absolutely would, because you don't have to put it onto the website. All we have to do is put a link to like Yahoo Sports or CBS.
Make it like a
Sportsline.
public. You make
It'll
it the
be-
fact. You would put on it. You would like essentially put, okay, this is our close. It'd be closed in a sense, so you don't have like random stragglers go. Put it on the website. Put this code in, and you can join the league. So and you can be part. You can play with Bruce, Albie, and anyone. So they can play against you in the Bedtime with Bruce League.
So how do we do this? Do we open it up right now and say the first 10 people, first 9 people that jump on get to have a team?
I would say essentially yes. You would set it up and maybe put a post out there on anything, on the website or whatever, or a little video saying that this is it. And when the first 9 people, they're in 10-man league. So
I don't like the costumes they wear.
The costumes who wears?
Footballers. They have see-through pants. It's not pleasant.
well,
Really?
keep eyes up here then.
Oh.
Yeah.
I can't help where my eyes go.
Actually, you can.
You absolutely could help it.
And it's I don't know. You like a puppet of some sort?
I don't know where my eyes go. They just go to the naked cock that I see on the football field.
Oh, it's going on the land.
Okay, so, all right, if people out there are interested in doing a fantasy football league with us, we will take the first 9 people, because each one of you gets a team, and we'll do a team, and that'll be 10 teams, and we'll see if we can do a fantasy football. We could do something else, though. We could do a
pool.
We could do a pool.
You can do anything. I mean, essentially, just as long as have your fans incorporated into it.
If anyone has an idea, if you guys want to do a fantasy football league, contact us at bedtimewithbruce@gmail.com, and if we get enough interest in it, we will do a football league on here, and that might be fun.
With the express purpose of alienating me from the conversation.
Right.
Okay.
I'll run the team. You can be the dude that.
Right.
Cheerleader.
I like cheerleaders.
You can be one. Look at that.
I could be president one day then.
Yeah, that as well. Like the dream, but more isolation. So how do you think you're gonna do this year in this? You confident?
I think I'm going to come in a close second again.
Close second. That's gonna be.
No, I think we're gonna win this year.
I
do the team. I have a friend that I split my team with.
Financier.
No, I'm more of the financier.
Oh.
He's more of the football brain.
Oh, the football. Yeah.
I'm the big personality. And
we're going to crazy stuff they go through. Yeah, it was a debacle last year between a few people about his team.
Every week I change the name of my team to reference the person that I'm playing against, their team or them personally, and it's just my way of trash talking. So, for example, there's a lady in the league who's had 2 heart attacks. So every time I play her team, my team becomes the heart attack, and my mascot is a person actually having a heart attack. Yeah, I don't mess around when it comes to the shit talk. And I can't even remember the other names of the teams I've been, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am as well. I really do enjoy the fantasy football.
Yeah. Albie has got nothing.
That's why I'm like very well rounded.
Yeah, he can isolate.
I will here, and I can isolate a lot of people.
He can isolate anybody he wants. He's very talented. He's the isolator.
Yes.
That's his X-Men mutant talent.
Oh, that'd be so great.
The ability to
I get to wear a jumpsuit with
the ability to like shut anybody down in a conversation.
What are you not good at? I know about those things. I'm the isolator. No!
Damn, I've been isolated.
How do you know about 15th century Victorian music? How? That's the only thing I don't know. It's horrible.
I like your pajama pants.
Oh, yes, I'm wearing Captain America.
You gotta show the.
Yeah, Captain America.
Yep, I'm a big fan. Obviously, you know,
That's
if you
the
watch,
Shield, right?
That's the Shield.
You
Yep.
like the movie? You like the Avengers? You like all that?
I love all of it. Superhero movies, just all of it.
Did the Avengers use all the actors from the individual movies as those characters?
The only one that changed was Edward Norton, the Hulk.
Yeah.
He didn't want to be in it, so they found a new person, which I honestly am happier.
Mark Ruffalo?
Mark Ruffalo,
He did
yes.
good, yeah.
I know that name. Why would you not want to?
13
Really?
going on 30? 13 going on 30?
He was like in, what was it?
Really, does Ed Norton really have that much going on, where he can turn away a giant movie like that?
Dang, he was in a lot of movies.
Sure, but so what? He did the original one. He wasn't too proud to do
He
that.
probably was just he thought he was above it. Like
Maybe
he's
they
like
didn't
doesn't want
want
to like maybe to him it seemed like it was like more like just a below his. He's an actor, not just some monkey. Green monkey just throwing cars around for your amusement.
But he always plays such a shitty character. Like, I'm not a fan of Ed Norton, and that makes him a good actor because he always plays roles that are
Like Worm and Rounders. I
He's
enjoy
not
him in that movie.
He's not a sexy leading man.
No.
He's more of a Steve Buscemi character, and
Yes.
and I love Steve Buscemi.
Oh, he's amazing. Great.
But
character.
he's not a sexy leading man by
No,
any
they're good
stretch.
character actors. I mean, yes, Steve Buscemi kind of broke out with his new Boardwalk Empire, becoming
Great show.
yeah.
Great show. But he's not the sexy
no.
lead.
No, like
He's the,
I can't think of
How
one
about you?
time when it's like in the new comedic romance with starring Steve Buscemi and Jennifer Aniston and Ugly Love.
I would go see that.
I would too, because it would just be like an hour and a half of every time she opens the door, he's like, "Hey!" Like, "Oh God!"
hey, I love you.
Quickly becomes a horror movie. Oh God! You know what? It's a sequel to Con Air. He plays that character
The same
who is
character.
now because he escapes. He finds Jennifer Aniston camouflaged into the community.
He finds her on the strip, and they get married. Didn't he walk away on the strip?
He walked away. I mean, he was a deranged person, but apparently with a heart of gold. Like at one point in the movie where he's like,
He's
"Here,
playing with the little girl,
He's like, all right. Hey, he may have murdered 5 people. So hung them out to dry.
We just knew that little girl's head was going to get chopped off. And it didn't.
Yeah, it was.
Didn't he have a tea party with her? He was sitting there like drinking tea with her, and then
You can't be on all the time. You know, you can't just hack and slash and kill just because.
Maybe he's got a soft spot for kids. Maybe that's not his thing. He's like, look, they're innocent. But these other guys, they're fucked up. I'm gonna cut them off. But
those fucking 7-Eleven guys, fuck them.
Exactly. What have you done?
Okay, so Jennifer Aniston showed up on the list this week, actually, of the top most overrated actresses.
Oh, I agree wholeheartedly. She's been riding that Friends wave for a long, long time. I feel like every time I watch her in a movie, she's dialing it in. I really do. She just plays that same, she plays Rachel, every movie.
I kind of think they all did, though. I don't think any of those people have done anything.
Joey's actually the funniest one. He's got that show on Showtime. I've seen a few episodes. I actually not the sitcom but yeah, I liked him in that. Well, they all seem to get some work. Like Matthew Perry's coming back with a show on NBC.
I haven't seen Phoebe lately. In fact, I haven't seen Phoebe since Friends ended.
The last time I saw Phoebe was Easy A. It was a movie with Emma Stone.
Yes.
She plays the cheating wife.
Phoebe.
Spoiler alert.
Phoebe,
Yeah.
if you're watching the show, Phoebe, please check in with us, just so we know that you're okay and you're eating.
Is that her name now, Phoebe?
Phoebe. What's her name?
I don't know.
Lisa Kudrow.
Yes,
Oh,
there it is.
very good. Very
Oh,
good. You're on it.
Yeah, there you go.
yeah, I'm not proud that I know
You
that.
know your
Name the actors in the front. I got this. Hold on.
Name them all. Name all, what, 7 of them?
Lisa Kudrow, Matt LeBlanc,
Yes.
Jennifer Aniston.
Yes.
Who am I missing? Oh, the brunette, Courtney Cox.
Yes.
Yeah.
David Schwimmer.
Yes.
Is there another one?
Matthew
Matthew Perry.
Yeah, you hear the mumble in the background.
Matthew Perry.
Our production staff is like, figured this out. They're like on the research before we. Who is the last person on the?
Elliot Gould.
Yeah, he was on there. He was good.
Heather Locklear.
Was she in there?
I don't
She
know.
might. This had so many, like Bruce
Magnum
Willis
PI.
was on. Bruce Willis.
Magnum PI.
Yeah.
Is that
That was back when he was doing In and Out because he had the no mustache.
Who did
thing.
Bruce Willis play?
He played at one point Ross's character ends up dating some college chick and he's the father of the college chick and he just plays.
Did Brad Pitt do
Yeah,
an
Brad Pitt was
episode?
on there. I do remember that.
It's like everyone was on that show.
Yeah.
Hate that show.
You couldn't throw a rock at someone not watching Friends.
It's coming out on Blu-ray.
Yeah. It'll be there for you.
A Red Branch joke. I like it. That's pretty good.
You are on fuego tonight, my friend.
I am.
My
Okay,
God.
You can make fun of them, but everybody sang and danced to that when that song came on.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I'll be there for you. And that was all I needed. Just like that. I didn't need the whole song, just like the one part that was on the show, like the intro of the show. I was okay. Thanks. Let's go watch it now.
Why
You
do you
ready?
become a 90s R&B group when you sing it?
Well, that's me getting sexy.
Oh, that's
like,
that song, that upbeat tempo, that I love it when people with umbrellas are in fountains. I just need this.
Look how ready he is. Can you breathe?
Holy shit!
Are you alright?
Holy shit! Yes.
Uh,
So, all right. So fuck friends. I mean, that show sucks.
that's what they should have called the show.
Fuck
I
friends.
think there's a Showtime show.
Let's
called
go.
that.
Fuck. Yeah. It was like
Fuck friends.
Yeah.
12:30 to 1.
Fuck friends. After dark. It's the fuck friends. The super fuck friends.
Meanwhile, in the hall of fucking.
Super fuck friends with benefits. Yeah, so we're actually not drunk. We're just giggly. Arnold Palmer.
Arnold Palmer.
Magnificent bastard. Golf is not an Olympic sport, is it?
I think it is, actually.
Really?
I seriously, it does. Well, the only reason I think it is because they had a whole, setup before, because they were golfing in the Thames River. They had, a little thing set up. So I think it is actually an
Well,
Olympic
golf
sport.
is a British sport. Scottish.
Well, it was a thing for the Olympics.
Okay, okay.
Specifically. So, because they were, right
Tell the truth.
Yeah.
The only reason you know it's a sport is because that's what you pulled on the McDonald's.
Yes, I was in there, I was in the drive-thru as I usually am, beating myself up for being there in the first place, and then just after I pay, it's always that way. I'm like, oh god, why do I do this again? And then I was like, golf's a sport? Okay, all right,
All right, Filet-O-Fish, thank you. Because they only put those things this year. It's not on everything. It's just on certain items, and it's all the shit you don't buy at McDonald's, like a Filet-O-Fish.
Never
I never. Oh,
Never bought one.
nope, I don't like fish.
I'm sure it's as good as everything else they serve.
I don't like fish.
So
Have you ever looked at the nutritional chart in a McDonald's?
They have an nutritional.
They have a
chart.
big poster on the wall, and if you look at it carefully, you will find that the healthiest thing in McDonald's to eat is the toy in the Happy Meal.
You don't go there for health food. You go
No.
there.
It's been a while since
Feel
I've actually
better.
had McDonald's. Surprisingly, I'll be honest. The only reason I knew about was I saw a commercial for it being they were on there, but I haven't been there since then. It's been a long while.
I get the nuggets on Sundays.
I go for the McRib once a year, twice a year, three times a month.
Yeah.
Every day of the
Let's-
month that
let's
it's
be
here.
Every day
Bruce,
of the
this
month.
audience needs to know. Come on, let's be honest.
I love a McRib.
He opens his car, wrappers just fall out.
McRib.
McRibs.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with taking pork-flavored meat
A couple
and
dozen
and
McRibs a
shoving
week.
it into a mold, which causes fake but edible ribs to appear, and then slapping a pickle on that on a bun with
Yeah.
some sauce and some onions, and that's good eating.
Yeah.
Other than the McRib, what do you get there?
I do Big Macs. I do quarter pounders with cheese. I do double quarter pounders with cheese. I would do cheeseburgers, not hamburgers.
All right, well, you might as well ask him what he doesn't do on the menu. What don't you eat? Because, we all eat the same thing.
I don't do the chicken. I don't do the salad. What's the point of that?
Exactly.
Really? There's places to go if you want a salad. McDonald's is not one of them. What else would I not eat at McDonald's? The parfait.
Oh.
Ugh, yeah. I eat their breakfast more than I eat anything, I'll be honest.
I'm not up that early.
I'll eat their breakfast.
No, I'm up that late. That's usually what it is. Like 4 a.m. rolls around, I'm up, and I'm like, all right.
When do they start serving breakfast?
4 a.m.
4 a.m. Okay, good to know.
Seriously.
I might be able to get some breakfast then, because I'm up
I
there.
didn't know that. At the 24-hour one.
They're all 24 hours around here now. Even the one on Pine
Not the one
Island.
down the road.
Well, not that. Well, they're not. That's Oldie Town. Part of the, everyone there is like, they don't want to wake. They actually get up at like 7 and productive. Not like where I am. They're like, that's how we're gonna get our money. These people do not go to bed and they eat a lot of junk food.
Yeah, because I don't live in a meth neighborhood, but
Well, I mean,
I'm over here in Albie Town where we're asleep at 4 in the morning.
Exactly, yeah.
Sorry, I'm so old-fashioned.
You are.
On your part of town where the party never stops.
It's a meth-fueled world. You just gotta jump on. You're
It's a 24-hour lifestyle in your neighborhood.
Exactly. Watch out.
Okay, I don't know what you can buy down here, but it'll be available. Whatever we
Meth?
just talked about,
Probably
meth.
Things to make meth. I don't think
Books
you can
about
actually buy
meth.
How to make meth.
Put that in as a tag word.
Did you hear about
Meth.
Meth.
Speaking of meth, did you hear about their? I cannot remember. It was a guy in Walmart built a makeshift meth lab in the
Don't say
bathroom.
in the Walmart.
Yeah, in the Walmart bathroom. He built a makeshift meth lab.
He needed meth that bad.
I don't know. Like I didn't like. I just like. I was like,
Oh my
really?
God. And how did? Okay, where was this at?
I think I want to say it was somewhere in the. It wasn't Georgia or Alabama. I'm not trying to be that, but that was where it was in one of those.
I can't even wrap my head around that.
Well, I mean, you could probably buy everything to make it, or in his case, he probably took everything in the
I
bathroom
don't
to
really
make
made
it.
know
meth.
how
Yeah.
meth is made, but I always pictured it taking a long time.
Probably.
I don't know. I watch Breaking Bad, but they don't really. They leave a lot of the key elements out of that, so it's
Well,
not
yeah.
just a. It's not a how-to. I'm just a few pieces away from finishing the puzzle.
I'm sure you can Google it, right?
Once I figure that out, we're not doing this shit anymore.
It's all meth.
Every Wednesday, it's a meth lab over here. I used to live in a town in Oregon that had a shit ton of meth, and no bullshit. Like once a week, somebody's house would blow up, and it'd just be like, oh, what happened? Oh, no fucking meth. Oh, someone's bathroom blew up. Okay, it's another meth lab. And once there's a meth lab in a house, you've got to pretty much rip everything out of the house. Like it's a hazmat issue. It's a biological, ecological issue. It ruins it because you're pouring shit down the drains. You're poisoning the water supply, the earth, everything around there. It fucks it up. So not only is the bathroom blown up, but you can't even use the house. Like people can't live in it. They should start a business. We should start a business, and our business should be like those people that
Setting meth labs up as fronts to other things. So like,
no.
there's like a.
See, I was going into.
Oh, I thought you were gonna go like we're running a prostitution ring, and then we front it with a meth lab.
No.
And just in case something happens, we just blow up the meth lab, and then just go to what's going on.
Except for the giant cloud of meth.
Well, we're not gonna get tied to it. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
You've thought about this before.
honestly, I've had this conversation where if I'm gonna have that'll be my front. Like, it was like it's a horrible front, but it's an easy way of getting rid of stuff. Like, quick, they're onto us. Come on.
I don't know that you could call it a front because you could actually make more money off the meth than the prostitutes. But
I just find it to be an easier way to get rid of everything. So like, and it was like, what was going on here? Oh, it's another junkie's meth lab, and I'm just like standing in the background, slinking away
with your feather hats and your cane.
Pimping away. I'm like,
okay,
I don't know what happened here. But it's sure like a good time. And I was walking. My one gold tooth just walk away.
Here's what I was gonna say. We should start a business, like a hazmat business, cleaning up houses that have been meth labs. So you took it a whole nother direction. You're actually trying to cause more problems than
If anything,
we
I'm
could
like,
open up a string of meth labs.
no.
In
Actually,
abandoned Chick-fil-A shops.
if you think about it this way, it's like a symbiotic relationship between your business and my business. You're cleaning up hazmat, so people are like, oh, we gotta get this cleaned up. So all these people have to, as we're using these abandoned places, the city's paying for you to hazmat them out. So all these meth labs I've destroyed, covering up my prostitution ring. It's all good.
All right.
You're like, oh, it's like, gee, there's been a string of them. Yeah, this is the only hazmat gig in town. That's right, I am. Bruce's hazmat.
Weren't you at my brother's bachelor party? Weren't you the manager?
I had nothing to do with that.
Didn't you bring the dancers over? Everybody had a good time.
That's all that matters, all right?
24 hours a day? It'd be great.
Weren't you the guy that slapped upside the head? No? All right, I thought so. Pimp away.
I just wonder how much of this is going to make sense to the people that are watching this.
We started with Batman.
We started with, I don't even know what we started with. How did you get here? Now you're opening a meth lab and a pimp business, and I'm cleaning it up after you at the brew, and I'm doing meth so I can just keep up with the amount of business.
How your business grows, thanks to what I'm doing here. I mean, there's a lot of casualties, like prostitutes.
Are they really casualties, though?
To a point, I guess they are.
They're disposable people.
You think that's what it
Really?
is?
You're going to say that to all of the prostitutes that watch this show.
And they're exactly what you do.
I'm sorry, hoes.
They have big boobs. Yeah. I do not want to hear that.
I'm sorry, hoes.
I'm sorry, Stable. You did not have to hear that.
Okay, well, I think we've pissed some people off with that.
Probably, yes. Meth dealers.
We've offended the meth dealers, the pimps, the prostitutes, the people that clean up after all this.
If anything, we brought them to light. You know what? You're doing a great job. Let's try to tie one of these guys back in.
Keep on pimping.
Exactly. That wasn't what I was thinking of. I was going to hazmat guys, but once again, you just got me back.
Keep on pimping.
Keep on pimping.
Holy shit. Okay, so...
Do we want to go back to the Dark Knight? What happened there?
Batman. What happened, man?
Yeah. What happened?
Talk me through it.
All right.
So, we're talking about the movie or the shooting?
The second one.
The shooting.
Okay, yeah.
Really? We're
If you
talking
don't,
about this?
Well, let's laugh about it.
We're not going to laugh about it. We're going, all right, this is...
Okay, we're gonna slow things down a little bit now.
Go serious for a minute.
What happened? Aurora, Colorado. There was a midnight showing of the Dark Knight Rises. Excuse me. And on that, there was this guy had come in there to watch the movie, just like everyone else. No one really thought about it. Guy left the door propped open, the fire exit. First 20 minutes of the movie goes by. He walks out of the theater, comes back in with a range of assault weapons and riot gear wearing, and then proceeds to shoot up the place. I mean, a lot of people. It was 12 killed initially. I don't know if anyone died of complications. I'm sorry if I missed, but it was around 50 were 50 were shot. A lot of there's of course the horrible parts. There were good parts about that. Like they did bring up three. I mean, in heroism kind of things. Like three essentially Batmans were in there. They jumped in front of their girlfriends and saved them. They took bullets for their ladies, and it's a Batman thing to do. So I thought about it. There were heroes involved there, and we are very lucky. One of the things that I won't say it was AK-47. It jammed. It could have been much worse. His automatic weapon, one of them did not fire, so that also. And he said he was a Joker. That's why he had red hair. And said he was a Joker. He was a medical student.
Okay.
So yeah, he killed a bunch of people over being in a movie. People trying to watch a movie, and he murdered them horribly.
Horrible situation.
Yes.
And someone had a 3-month-old baby there.
Yes.
Yeah, I think.
Who
in the fuck takes a 3-month-old baby to a midnight showing of a Batman movie?
It's a 3-month-old baby. It's not like
they cry.
They cry. I understand that, but they were just trying to. Well, it's a movie-going experience. I mean, it's not like that happens all the time. Like you go, there's going to be a big percentage of you being, that there's something's going to happen. It's a 3-month-old baby. It's probably just
no. I understand that, but still, I would say that even if nothing had happened,
right?
Who takes a 3-month-old baby to a midnight movie?
But there's always one in that theater, always one crying baby, and that was the crying baby.
Yeah. And then people say, well, the next oldest was a 6-year-old kid. Who takes a 6-year-old to a midnight? I think that's more disturbing than a 3-month-old, because a 3-month-old might be able to sleep through it.
Exactly. And the 3-month-old.
But who takes a 6-year-old to a violent movie like that?
Someone who's going to remember it against someone 3 months who's not even going to probably think anything of it.
6-year-old at midnight. Yeah. When I was 6 years old, I didn't know midnight existed at the time. I'm in bed by 8 o'clock.
That's the weirdest thing about being that. You're 3 months old. Your parents will drag you anywhere. Like, you'll be at a party like until 1 in the morning. But as soon as you turn a certain age where you remember things, in bed by 8, slugger. You're just going to bed.
I've already told him they're about to have a baby. I've already told them when we go to Vegas, we're not pushing a goddamn baby down the strip at midnight.
I agree.
It's horrible, but you see it. And when you go to Vegas on the strip in the middle of the night, you'll see people, idiots, walking with their fucking babies and their little kids, keeping them up. We gotta go to the strip.
I find that.
No, you don't. I mean, it's dangerous. It's dangerous.
Yeah.
And it's not enjoyable. How is it enjoyable? I mean, fuck that. I said, we can all go. You can bring your baby. But someone's got to stay at the hotel, take turns.
I think that's fair. I think that's.
And if I don't feel like going out, I get tired when I'm there. You know what? I'll stay. You two go out and I'll watch the baby tonight. I'm cool. I'm just gonna sit here and play Keno in my bedroom.
Yep. No, I completely agree about that stuff. I was never. My mom was the same way. I never went. I was never up late. I mean, jeez. I don't think I knew. Like I said, I didn't know midnight existed either. It was just more of a. Sun goes 8, 9 o'clock. That's time for bed.
9 o'clock, I was in bed at the latest. 9 o'clock, and I would turn on my clock radio real soft so no one could hear it, and I'd listen to rock and roll music and think I was so. Oh my god! I hope I don't get caught doing this.
For me, it was when I got older. It was Love Line with Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Larry King for me.
Seriously?
On the radio, yeah.
This is going to date me. I had Dr. Ruth Bedtime on sexually speaking.
I would listen to that sometimes.
Take the penis and insert it into your vagina. Yeah.
It was an instructional show?
No, it was a sex talk. It was.
What's next?
It's an old lady, Dr. Ruth.
Oh, I know who she is, but I like just the way
she's still around, still kicking?
I think she's still alive.
I don't know.
I'm sure she's still alive.
I know she was on an episode of Quantum Leap.
I don't know what to say to that, but that's awesome. I'm glad she's still working.
Over the next leap was
that was a while ago.
She's the Betty White of the sex business.
Once again,
she's 84 years old. Thank you, producer.
Alive?
Steph.
So that would be alive, yes.
84, still kicking it.
Wow. I haven't heard her on TV lately.
Well, she's probably.
Who's like the new Dr. Ruth? Is there a new Dr. Ruth?
Adam Carolla and Dr. Drew.
Well, no, they're up there as well. They don't do Love Line anymore.
So who's teaching the youngsters about the sex?
Well, it's obviously not you with the sex.
The sex.
Today on The Sex.
My wife and I do it in all the different sex ways.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
No, I would not.
Okay. He said all.
Oh, yeah.
We have a new one called the Albie. We take turns wearing the hat. Sometimes I wear it, sometimes she wears it. It's weird. I don't have another one for you. Oh my god.
It spits.
So yeah, well let's yep.
Well, anything else you want to cover while you're here?
As last time, I brought a few comics. If you don't mind me talking about them real quick.
Sure, let's talk about them.
Let's do that.
All right. First one. It's called Wolverine: Old Man Logan. Written by Mark Millar, another one of the another same author I had last time, but it's about Wolverine
as an old man.
As an old man, but the case is the villains team up, and they decide that they're all going to join forces to destroy the heroes. And being there are so many more villains, if you think about it, than there are heroes, they win. And Logan's one of the very few that survives. So it's a post where America's run essentially all by villains. He's trying to live his life, but a situation comes up where he has to redon the hero, being a hero essentially. And a few twists and turns in here. You get to see. It's really cool to see what happened. I mean, in the sense of where they went with it, what happened to Wolverine, why he's the way he is now, and what happened to the all the heroes.
Can I borrow this?
Yeah, if you'd like to.
Can I take it in the bathroom with me when I poop?
Of course.
Does it come with a dust jacket, or is that?
It does. I just didn't bring. I keep my dust jackets
separate. Or?
Yes, I do. I don't like.
When you shelve them, do you keep your dust jacket?
No, I have actually. I don't like to keep them on. I like just having them. I mean, I'm not a big fan of dust jacket to begin with. I feel it's like extra.
It's hard to keep on.
Exactly. You want to keep it on, and then you have to keep it at all. It's very.
All right, cool. You can buy this. It's available on Amazon.
I recommend buying it. You can also get it in now, the soft cover, which I recommend buying more. Because these are, like, I bought this right when it came out. They're more expensive, but and if on Amazon, everything, doing comics is much cheaper than if you go to retail.
Is there a different print quality for the inside for soft cover versus
No,
hardcover?
just essentially it's just the binding. Like this is gonna last longer as long as you just this, throwing out the window and stuff like that. It is gonna last longer, but I just find them to be way overpriced when you jump from soft cover to hardcover. I mean, it's like they sell the hardcover first because they're trying to get you. Like, look, you want this, right? You want to read it. Here you go.
If price wasn't an option.
Price was an option. I go hardcover.
Okay.
Just so it lasts longer. When you lend it out to somebody, the soft cover does come back. People open it. Like I'm not saying, that's why I have them that way. They open them up. They go, oh, this is nice, and they may go a little farther. But this one, essentially, they'll hold up.
It's unbreakable. It's the Wolverine of literature.
Wow.
It has a healing factor.
I'm just trying to get into your
adamantium
world.
spine.
I'm just trying to get into your world.
Adamantium.
So it's a good read. I recommend it. It's also one of my favorite stories.
I will read it this week, and I will have a report for you for the next show. We'll talk about it.
You bring anything else?
I brought one more.
Okay.
This is actually apparently more because I really enjoy his stuff, and I brought it again, but just more so because it's actually a movie, and it's not a Marvel or DC. Oh, technically it's a Marvel because it's released by them, but it's more of a Kick-Ass. It is a movie.
Great movie.
Great movie. This thing about this book, it's obviously the basic same story. It's a little darker than essentially the movie. This balances between really dark tones and teenage angst, but has a hard time dealing with it because there's a lot of parts in it I feel as though are just essentially even me, too comic booky, but it's a great read. That's the thing. Like those parts are overshadowed by the greatness that the book has. Like the story is very fluid. It's just a few things in it that when the movie came out, they just took those parts out and it made more sense. The movie actually held together a little more than the book, but the book is a great read. Like the movie, they knew exactly what they were doing. They took out certain parts that would kind of be a turnoff. But this is a great read. Like to know where it came from. So if you don't know what Kick-Ass is, it's about a kid who decides to become a superhero. He asks the question, why not? Why not be a superhero? Why not save people?
Why not?
And he meets up with a few others, and it's a little world. I mean,
You ever play the video game?
I never played the video game.
It's really cool. My buddy Steve, he did the website for the video game for that movie.
Oh, it's cool.
Yeah, it's pretty badass.
We should have him on here one time.
Yes, I'll see if we can.
So.
Well, I would like to thank you for coming to our show tonight.
Oh, well, thank you for having me.
That was
Because
fun.
no one else could show up.
It is awesome.
You are our best backup.
And I'm sure you'll be back next week.
Hey, whenever time you need me, apparently I'll
Appreciate
keep
it.
laughing as long as you keep having me on. So
Next time, bring pizza.
Next time, bring pizza. And we'll bring you some more of that. Your diet, Arnold Palmer.
diet. You know what? Just
And then
it's
one
light,
day,
okay?
then like the next time you come, we'll just have 3 treadmills here. And like, come on, buddy, let's get on.
Okay, the exercising with Bruce.
And you're like, was the camera on? Dude, come on. We're not even sure. We're just trying to help you.
It'll be our next format, an
What's
exercise
wrong?
show.
Blue light. It's not on there.
Yeah.
It's never gonna be on anymore. This
Yeah,
was
we're-
an elaborate
the show was
setup.
canceled.
You need.
Your mom called. She wants you to lose weight.
God, if that wasn't any closer to the truth, it was.
So thank you for coming to our show. Thank you all for joining us tonight. Once again, if you'd like to make a comment or tell us how much you hate us or how much you love us or send us pictures of fat chicks with small boobs. If you're confused as to whether or not you are a fat chick with small boobs, send us a picture of your boobs and we'll tell you.
Got it.
But you
It
can
looked
reach
like
us.
it looked like me.
Without the beard.
Essentially, without the beard, if they look more like this is what you're going. This. You don't want to look like this.
You can send that to bedtimewithbruce@gmail.com. And you can catch our show, and all of our shows are archived, and now they're in podcast form also
On iTunes.
on iTunes. You can
That's
catch
very
us
cool.
at Bedtime with Bruce,
I am a big fan of iTunes. So it's a lot of podcasts. So.
bedtimewithbruce.com. Also, click on some ads. Help us out. That's how we support the show. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to.
And
but
also,
click on
once
an ad.
again, fans, have me back on. Even though most likely I'll just fall into the cracks of being on here every once in a while anyways, but at least show some, hey, we want this guy back on.
It is kind of awkward when our real guest shows up and you're still hanging out outside, waiting to get on.
It is.
In the green
You
room.
need me, John. Is that what it is? They showed up this time.
It worked out tonight, though. So
I know, yeah. I'm always in the wing, waiting to see, comes on.
So thank you, and we will see you again next Wednesday. Have a great night.
Chlamydia.
Chlamydia.